Hello, and welcome to this edition of Channel 34 News Update. I'm Susan Douglas.
And I'm Lauren Trainer. On Monday, May 23rd, the Physics Chemistry Club is taking an educational field trip to Great Adventure. Students going will have 2 lab reports to work on, as well as have a good time. Now let's go to Bob Denizzo with an interview.
Bob Denizzo, report for 34 News Update. I'm here with
Sherry Colberg,
Natasha Vasavida,
Jen Fox,
3 members of the Chemistry Physics Club. Sherry, where are you going this year?
Great Adventure,
And who are the chaperones?
Mr. Worcester and Mr. Thilo,
And how much is this trip going to cost?
$27.
And Natasha, why are you going on this trip?
We're going on this trip to apply the knowledge we learned in our physics class to everyday life. So we'll be doing experiments on various different rides at Great Adventure.
That's interesting. And Jen, is this an annual trip?
As far as I'm concerned, they've done it for the past few years, I think.
Well, thank you. Have fun. Now back to the studio.
Thursday, May 19th, the country suffered a great loss. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis died of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, a form of cancer at the age of 64. She was treated at the New York hospital. Onassis, who charmed the nation with her style and soothed it with her strength, was known first as the wife and then the widow of President John F. Kennedy. She died at 10:15 in her Fifth Avenue apartment. Jackie Kennedy Onassis will be remembered by friends, family, and the entire nation. 34 News Update would like to send our deepest condolences to her family.
The ROTC annual end-of-the-year awards ceremony, which was held on Thursday, May 12th, was a big success. Many awards, such as the American Legion Award and the Sons and Daughters of the American Revolution Awards, were given. The top 2 cadets, a male and a female, both received paintings by Keith Ferris, a renowned artist. Liz and Mike Briggs, the past and present commanders in charge of the ROTC in the high school, were the cadets chosen. All cadets who won awards and certificates are very proud, and as junior cadet Christina Ayala comments, it was a very emotional experience for everyone. Now to stay with more hard news.
Thanks, Lauren. Friday, May 20th, SJA is holding their annual blood drive. The drive is taking place in the Girls Adaptive Gym here at the high school. Students, faculty, and community members have been welcome to come donate their blood. There are a few regulations to be able to donate blood, which are you have to be at least weighing 110 pounds, you have to be 17 with the parents' consent in a form of picture identification, and you have to have good health. They're hoping that this year's drive will be more successful than past years. 34 News Updates and Bob Denizzo to talk with both SJA members and a blood donator to find out more.
Hi, I'm Bob Denizzo, report for 34 News Update. I'm here with
David Roskin.
and
Kevin Ford.
2 members of SJ. Dave, why are you sponsoring this?
We have an annual blood drive every year, and because the New Jersey Blood Services counts on us, and I don't know, we just like to donate blood. It's a worthwhile cause for people who can't help themselves.
And Kevin, who's the sponsor this year?
It's SGA and the New Jersey Blood Service.
And how many students are donating this year?
30, 35, I don't know.
And is this better than the previous years?
Oh, we're way up from last year. Last year was one of the low points. This year we're doing much better, though.
All right, thank you. Now back to the studio.
On Monday, May 16th, the annual senior awards ceremony was held. This is the first reminder that graduation is closely approaching. This night was to recognize the seniors' outstanding accomplishments that they have achieved in the past 4 years. Some of the awards were given to the following: Regine Spector for the Citizenship Award, Dave Roskin and Kenyatta Montgomery for School Spirit, and also the valedictorian and salutatorian were recognized and awarded. Congratulations to all of them from 34 News Update. Now let's go to Emily with Arts and Entertainment.
Thanks, Susan. This past Thursday, May 19th, the Teen Involvement Program for Students, commonly known as TIPS, held freshman orientation for the Terrell Middle School 8th graders. This was the second part of the orientation, as a few weeks ago they introduced the Park Middle School 8th graders to the high school. The orientation, consisting of an assembly and a tour around the school, will be followed up next September with another program that will help to involve the incoming freshmen. The Earth Club is currently selling environmental t-shirts as a part of the Rainforest Rescue Campaign. The shirts cost $13.95 each, and though the club does not benefit from the sales, the Earth Foundation is donating $3.50 from each shirt to the Nature Conservancy in order to adopt acres of rainforest. So far, the club has sold approximately 30 shirts and will continue through Friday, May 27th. Anyone interested should stop by room 135 or contact Mrs. Data Samtak, the club's advisor. A festival of music was held on Thursday evening, May 19th, in the high school's Manya Ungar Auditorium. The festival, led by Fine Arts Supervisor Mr. T and Choral Director Mrs. Wellman, consisted of the high school's various choruses and bands. Newly featured during the evening were vocal accompanionists to the jazz bands. Junior Colleen Kraft accompanied the SPF Jazz Band, while seniors Tashera Burwell and Mandy Kane and sophomore Christina Martos performed with SPF's Prize Moonglowers. This new addition, along with all other performances, made for a successful evening. And now let's go to Weekend Preview with Sharon Keller and Tom Rakowski.
Hi, welcome to this week's edition of Weekend Preview. I'm Sharon Keller.
And I'm Tom Rakowski. Some current films are Bad Girls, Crooklyn, Four Weddings and a Funeral, and PCU. Check your local listings for theaters and times. The top 5 popular video rentals are number 5, Addams Family Values, 4, A Perfect World, 3, Malice, 2, Remains of the Day, and number 1 is Mrs. Doubtfire. Sharon?
Thanks, Tom. In sports this weekend, the Raiders tennis team has an away match against Linden at 4 o'clock, and the varsity volleyball team has a home match against Union Catholic at 4 o'clock. On Saturday, May 21st, School One will hold a fair from 11 to 4. The fair will include games, prizes, and crafts. Also on Saturday, a flea market will be held at the Fanwood train station, sponsored by the 1994 Raiders Soccer Committee. Tom?
Thanks for joining us for this week's edition of Weekend Preview.
And now back to Emily.
That's all for arts and entertainment. Now to Amy with sports.
Thanks, Emily. The volleyball team here at the high school has a 500 record with 9 wins and 9 losses. Captain Kate Sweeney says the team has had a lot of uneven play. The team, coached by Ms. Michelle Zara, lost many seniors last year to graduation and have faced a lot of sporadic games. Let's go on location now and find out more about the volleyball team.
News, I'm here with Nicole Eide. Nicole's the captain of the JV volleyball team. Nicole, can you tell me how your season's gone so far?
We're doing very well. We have a couple of freshmen that came in that they're doing very well too, and we have a lot of veterans on the team, so we're pretty good.
What's your record so far this year?
We're 14-2.
Who do you still have left to play?
We have Elizabeth, who we have played before, and they beat us, and another big game is Cranford. But otherwise, our team games should be pretty easy.
How do you think JV should do next year?
A lot of the people on JV right now are juniors, so they'll be moving up to varsity. So there'll be a whole new team coming in next year, except for a couple of people. So hopefully they'll do pretty good.
Thank you very much.
The Scotch Plains Fanwood boys and girls track teams continued their impressive season last weekend, May 13th and 14th, as the boys took first place and the girls second in the Watchung Conference National Division Championships at Gary Keller Stadium in Westfield. There is a definite standout on the team who has contributed greatly to their success. Sprinter and pole vaulter junior Adam Cody was named Effinger's Athlete of the Week. I caught up with Cody and he told us more about his success on the track field. Now let's go to the interview.
As you said, this weekend was the conference championships, and overall the team won. We had 196 points, and the closest team had 78 points. So that was a big win for us, but it was also expected. And I won the 100-meter dash with a time of 10.9 seconds, and I also won the 200-meter dash with a time of 22.5 seconds.
Okay, well, how did these times compare with your times in the past for these particular races?
Both those times were my best times for the year for my track career, and they were 2 goals that I set at the beginning of the season to get into the 10-second mark and the 22-second mark.
Okay, great. And I understand that the team also came in first place in the Watchung County Conference. Could you tell us a little bit about that? Were you expecting to win, or?
Yeah, so we were expected to win that, and we had great performances the whole weekend. From Kenya, Tyshawn, Eddie Grayer, Sean Roberts. The team really pulled together, and we dominated the whole meet.
Okay, great. Well, Adam, I hear you're an all-around athlete. What other sports do you play?
Football and winter track.
Okay, and you're also a pole vaulter, right? I understand there was an incident that happened at this Watchung Conference with the pole vaulting. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it was a little windy on Friday, and on my first jump, I went up, and the wind kind of took me and blew me off the pit. I landed on the standard. It was like a concrete base there. So it wasn't just bumps and bruises. It wasn't too bad. Knocked the wind out of me mostly, but I was able to compete the rest of the day and the rest of the weekend.
Okay, well, great. Congratulations on your success and for being named Athlete of the Week. That's all. Now back to...
That's all for sports. Now back to Susan.
Thanks, Amy. Now let's take a look at weekend weather with Sue Keller.
Hi, I'm Susan Keller, and I'm here with weekend weather. Friday will be partly cloudy with highs in the high 50s and the low 60s. Friday night will be fair with lows in the 40s. Saturday will be mostly sunny with highs 75 to 80. Saturday night will be fair with temperatures in the low 40s. Sunday will be sunny with highs reaching the 80s, and Sunday night will be partly cloudy with lows in the 50s. That's weekend weather. Enjoy your weekend, and now back to the studio.
Thanks, Sue. On behalf of Amy Murphy, Emily Gray, Sue Douglas, and myself, thanks for joining us.
We'll see you back next week.